a mark. Come aboard with me, we'll unearth the legendary. If you can show you're brave, then we'll make some waves. We run undaunted, ain't no beginners. Cause if you're wanted, then you're a winner. For we are on the cruise and freedom is the only rule. Fearless night and day, cause that's just our way. Find one piece, I'll be the first. My heart it beats so fast I could burst. Is all this real? It must be cause my hands on the wheel. I'm done playing through with the waiting. And the world I'm feeling alive. Look out below. Wake up, sunshine, here we go. We have come so far. Gotta make it to the end. Whatever danger we find, no one ever left behind. I've always got your back, my friend. Sail on shoreward, keep marching forward. Dreaming from the very first day I'd make my name. And don't you know that dream hasn't changed? I'm done playing through with the waiting. Hey, the world I'm feeling alive. Look out below. Sunshine, wake up, sunshine, wake up, sunshine, here we go, we go.
As all the stardust comes together, it has been summoned from 100 years of slumbering. These men are bravely facing onward. Fear is against the sands of time along their journey. Entangled like a chain, their wine karma has become intertwined, destined, living in a platinum light. Shooting over the sky, forward filled with your pride.
Doesn't matter if these voices in your head say yes or no, where to go. You can live without them. Stardust, you cannot choose as fate, as if there's no choice. Dead or alive, dead or alive, you can find a way to freedom. Go out, even if your heart can't cope with the fear in your doubts. You can get through, even if they will hold the lie against you. What to do for what cause, what to have for what loss. It's hard to know at first, but you'll break through it. This is moment love. Never let, even when the world is more crumbling, doesn't stop for me to turn. Never end, never mind. Hope will never lose its true color. The end of the world, holding on to hope that gets me out of the despair that holds me back today. I'll hold my breath and take in the future I want to see. I want it down to deplete. Tell me if you can hear even just the sound of my voice, loud and clear, free from the void that once consumed it whole. If this world retains some worth, then there may still be some hope left to unearth my destiny and give these feelings a roll. I was crushed by the weight of my impatient dreams, and so I just surrendered without even knowing the color or the road to the endless sky. My mind's in overdrive, and so at last I feel alive. Let the feeling slowly taking over, drive the beat of my heart. The me I am today, she will surely carve away and continue on in search of finding who we're meant to be. The answer that I seek, it always will exist in me.
Up to outer space I will go. Latest trend to go with the flow. Holding it in my own hand. Then I want to laugh like I lost my mind. Usually confused all the time. I can't get no satisfaction. Inactivity sitting heavily like stones upon my shoulders, weighing down on me. So let's spread our wings to bigger, better things. Flying to another world, let's go. When every door was locked away, with every possibility. Okay, okay, just another day. I'll break the wall that's in my way. I'm shooting past that limit break. I'm certain this is just a piece of cake. Just wait and see how strong I'll be. I'll reach invincibility. This is Dragon Ball Super. Just tell the gods I'm blowing them away.
All this pride that I display, that I bring with me every day, I am so wrong. I'm so scared. Curse my damn facade, my desire to appear as though I'm just fine, not broken. As I sort through my past, I realize, have I even grown? Have I nothing left to show? This cannot be. I will now put the past behind.
last I am here. Why can't I even breathe standing in the wreckage? The rain a lullaby, so I close my eyes. Within this world, if you wish to live another day, you must disguise as a flower that will captivate you. I want to believe, but I cannot believe. I'm powerless, I'm meaningless, like every star. But as I cry, tears fell inside right through my heart. Through it all, I can hear someone whispering, "Come near." All that I miss is infinite, and so I say, tomorrow's come with the news I'm waiting for me. The one and only has come, and there can only be one. And at last I am here.
I realize desire and trembling in anger. Though I know that you're a great liar, the world is faded in dark gray. So confused and silent in this age of lies and violence, but never let it cast a shadow on the future that we hold. Going down to reach somewhere together. You and I, we will dream again. Someday we will find out the truth, for the stars above that shine at you light up another fragile hole across the long and winding road. Across the long and winding road. Although the slightest chance of changing the path in which our world is taking slow, it makes sense that the smallest little voice can make the loudest noise. And if they try to tell me my own fate, I'll turn it around, won't hesitate. What's the point of tomorrow if it's a future missing you?
Bring it on, cause I'm just gonna grow up in the battle, A. Gonna let the darkness keep on burning my fire. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. I gotta stop this nightmare, because I'm dreaming of my future. Past, future, present is the world that we live in. I ain't scared of my past, because tomorrow keeps approaching fast and screaming out from my pride.
Now I need you to wipe away your tears. The time has come to face our fears. To know
I'm never falling down, I'll keep on sailing. Now this is my destiny.
defy the world to make you smile. If it keeps you around a while, don't go.
I gotta shake off the pain for you and me. May our failures all rest in peace.
We'll strike back.
wish in a black box in your head. Is that bliss? You're crossing the line. Exceed your limit. Let's go. Take a step, and I mean this minute.
Lots of bitch, and we all know that. If it's easy, then you're not trying.
Now stop. Which way's the right way to take? Just ignore it, go wherever. Yeah, here we go.
There are things that we can't have, things that will fade away. Is there a reason that I must fall upon them? Oh, you know I never tried to understand. I force it all to go my way. I'm no better than those who put me down. And I can't keep dreams in my apart. They can't put out the fire in my heart. Black clouds above me now will rain on me. They want me to be the same, but I know I'm gonna have to change. Even if I go through hell, I know that I'll change myself. This is all my pride. It's what I'm made of deep inside. The fire burns within my heart will never be put out. I'll always fight. I'll never stop. I can't be stopped.
Oh, baby, my pride.
Two souls unite, fire like a spotlight. It points the way to your heart. It's getting louder, stronger. I know that you can hear it, but can't describe it in words. All at once, our fates they've intertwined within a single glance. When your eyes met mine, we gotta get through this unbearable night, and I'll see to it with you by my side. Chasing a dream that shone too brightly, blinding our hearts. It was leading us on into a nightmare. Two souls united, fire like a spotlight. It points the way to your heart. It's getting louder, stronger. I know that you can hear it, but can't describe it in words. We were linked by fate, and our souls drew together for reasons we'll never know. But as we're earning our scars, the answer's getting clearer. It leads me closer to you. Floating on the edge of despair, I'm still twitching even sleep. Into the depths of our ocean, the clouds await that hear our plea. Under our fates controlled by their head frame of weights if we have the key. It's a fantasy program, be strong until us by the gods. So now eyes are fight right, so we will synchronize. So now eyes are fight right, escaping our demise. But if we stay strong, keep our courage, we'll find a way to exist within this survival game. A spiral out of control. No, I don't need your pity. You couldn't begin to love with this need for life. I wanted to carry out the promise like a fool, but I truly believed it somewhere deep down.
Fighting dreams.
crossroad sign that's waiting for us at the end. Right, left, where to go? Murder of crows overhead. They cloud our vision, cloud our minds, and steal our souls. Struck by lightning, a thought begins to cross my mind. I wonder if the past should stay behind me. So then my heart could finally open up and let life within me grow. We are fighting dreamers. Never stop, always aiming high. Fighting dreamers. No, we'll never care what they think. Fighting dreamers. Believing in each other, sing it only, 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 oh, just go my way. Right here, right now. Heart goes off like a bullet line. Oh, right here, right now.
I'll keep them close every passing moment that feels like it might change the world. But till the day they'll always be like a part of me. This sick aggravation won't approve. And I just wanna hide, but I can't move. Despite all my worries and troubles, conviction it crumbles, but I can't decide when to stand up and fly. With this one word you gave me, with one word you saved me. This haze of doubt, it's melting away. You are like the light, bright it shines from above into the dark, empty room of my heart. The sky above's an endless blue sapphire. It's color inviting me there. So I let open the window that I've always kept shut. I'll keep them close every passing moment that feels like it might change the world. But till the day they'll always be like a part of me. So spread your wings and reach out to the light, and you'll see. I had a purpose then, pursuing the path to catalyze our dream. But it's a winding road where you stumble and sway your way amongst the crowd. Don't get me wrong, I would never go back in time or play God, but is there a way I could earn back that endless sky? I can see it in your eyes, don't give me that look, 'cause you see you're the last person I need to pity me. Cry won't pave a way to forgiveness. Every sin you car is everlasting. I am lost in a maze of emotion. Who am I waiting for now? These once blank pages in my notebook become a plea to regain fallen virtue. All this time I've trying to run away from my own reality. We'll live for something as soon as we find it. I've forgotten, please remind me. As day turns to darkness, expired chances. We gotta make it through again. 'Cause there's nowhere else to run. There's still so much here of life worth living. And with time you'll drown the feeling out. It's so nostalgic. Maybe all the love is worth the
So I can finally have the bravery, so I can reach one up to the sky. this cool fate engraving is carved into the stone, hoping it reveals itself all to me, and then I will know just where to go. This moment, I know that I can breathe, hanging on a feeling, believing, not only meaning. I hear a voice that calling, telling me to risk it, asking if I had been going the distance, thing of faith, a passion that I cannot deny. My eyes are swollen with the tears that I've been crying, but to the rest of the world I'm smiling, singing for the courage that I'm dying to show. With my peace sign up when I say goodbye, write a story of a hero.
Long ago, Gold Roger, the king of pirates, obtained everything the world had to offer, and his dying words drove countless souls to the seas.
You want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything in one place. Now you just have to find it.
And thus a new age began. This is the time known as the Great Pirate Era.
Oh, I'm done playing through it.
Hello everyone.
I'm Dean,
I'm Drew.
and we write Subtlety with Fire.
No Snibbly this week.
Nope.
So this week,
We got Gurren Lagann,
Studio Gainax's best show.
a show about a couple of bros who bust out of their underground home with mechs powered by hype to make the impossible possible, which ironically is exactly what this studio did, in my opinion, after their colossal incompetence with Evangelion.
Yeah, Evangelion takes itself so painfully seriously and plays everything so deadpan boring that I couldn't make myself care. Here's the thing, Gurren Lagann is stupid,
Yeah, Gurren Lagann is dumb.
but I love it because it knows it is.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go into the plot beyond what I just said, because
I honestly want people to experience this show.
you need to just watch it, and me trying to explain it is not going to do it any form of justice other than telling you
Shit gets dumb.
Mechs combined together, they're fueled by willpower, bullshit ensues.
Yep. Our main character is Simone,
Played by Yuri Lowenthal.
who starts off as the biggest bitch.
Yeah, he's fucking annoying at the beginning, but he gets real cool.
He basically becomes mini Kamina. Kamina,
Fucking Kyle A. Bear delivering some of the most iconic lines in anime, in my opinion.
if a Twitch channel were to host us, you'd hear one of them.
And to
Don't
wrap-
believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in the Kamina who believes in you.
And one we've used often enough,
Yeah.
when he yells, "Let me see,
See
you
you
grit those teeth!" As he uses his magical fist of morality. To borrow a phrase from
Linkara.
Linkara and the old mid-2000s comics community.
Oh, yeah. Because Nightwing would just punch people.
But to round out our trio of protagonists, we have...
Who was almost going to be Waifu of the Week this week, but
Well,
I
we
couldn't
could-
find a good picture.
Yeah, we have Yoko, played by Michelle Ruff.
The fucking sniper.
Yeah. We also have
Oh, large fucking cast.
antagonist turned bro Sam Riegel.
Mm-hmm.
Cunt Johnny Young Bosch.
Yep. And weird feminine Steve Bloom.
Yep. Flaming mechanic Steve Bloom.
Yep, it was weird, but he's hilarious.
But here's what I really meant by given their incompetence with Evangelion. Evangelion, every cut felt wrong. Every moment they lingered felt wrong. Every use of music and lack thereof felt wrong. It just felt poorly made. Whereas this doesn't.
The animation's excellent. The sound direction is great.
The actual editing makes the show flow nicely, and the pacing feels good.
The show has a style that just sticks so well with it.
That being said, there is an episode that is 100% skippable because they put a clip show in the middle.
I think that's episode 9?
I believe it's episode 16.
Okay, 16.
It's at the end of the first
Right,
arc
yeah.
before the time skip.
Because there's a time skip. Fuck. Here's the thing. When we say their mechs are fueled by hype, it means as long as we're stubborn, we won't lose.
Yeah. It's fucking hilarious and ridiculous.
Like,
and
we're talking by the end of the series, Bayonetta final boss level bullshit.
Yeah. It's one of those things where if you haven't seen it, I would recommend at least trying it. You might not like it, but it's at least worth your time to try.
Yeah. Man, the characters are endearing, the story is decently told, the fucking action and the comedy all hit.
Yeah. And the acting is real damn good.
Oh, especially from A-Bear.
Yeah, he's great.
He works his ass off this show.
It is my personal favorite performance of his.
Same here. Like, there's a lot of his roles that I do enjoy, but I think this is my personal favorite.
It used to be fucking Yuri's best role, in my opinion.
I think that
And
got
then
stolen by Spider-Man.
That got handily stolen by Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's funny. When he was announced for Spider-Man, it was just a moment of, well, that just makes fucking sense.
And then we actually went through the game and went, oh, you're giving me the feels, bud.
I don't enjoy mecha, and I love it. I typically
I
hate mecha anime.
I typically hate mech anime because in most shonen you have, training and improvement and character growth, and if you can't beat someone, you have to come up with a new solution. Whereas mech anime, typically the solution is
Let's put a
fly
bigger
away
gun on
for
it.
a moment, attach a bigger gun, and come back and shoot a rocket launcher.
Yep. It gets a little tedious. Now, there are shows like the original Gundam and some other Gundam series that do this well.
I would say the best ones for it are the original Mobile Suit Gundam and Wing.
Yeah.
But I typically fucking hate mech anime because there's very little actual sense of agency of the characters or development as a result of that.
Yeah. Gundam is one of the few ones that will put the characters first.
And it's at least trying to say something.
Other mech anime I find will just, hey, let's make a mech anime. Just get a bunch of action scenes so we can sell mechs. And we'll make like 30 copies of the main character's one with different weapons.
And we'll sell like 1,000 models.
Mm-hmm. If you haven't seen Gurren Lagann, do. But I could see it not being a show for everyone, which is why I personally would give it a solid 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 4 as well. It's well worth your time to check out and try and see if you like. That being said, its bullocks is definitely of a breed that is not for everyone. Case in point, our buddy Parker, I tried showing it to him, and he bounced off it fucking hard.
I don't blame him. This is also the guy who can take certain kinds of anime bollocks, like watching all of One Piece subbed, and his favorite anime being No Game, No Life.
And loving High School DxD.
Yep.
But
this is the kind of show that some people will just bounce off of, and I can't blame them.
yeah, because it's a certain breed of storytelling that's very much in line with exactly what Kamina tells Simone in the first episode. You need to throw out logic and make the impossible possible.
And they do...
That's how Team Gurren rolls.
That's what they do so many times in this series. And once you actually get to that final fight, it is the hypest bullshit.
Yeah, it is It is a strange show, and all it does from episode 1 onward is we're just going to dial up the hype, and dial up the hype, and dial up the hype, and it never dials back down. Never.
Hey, their mechs combined. Ours must be able to. I don't think that's how it works. Stab. Work, damn you! Hey, it's working.
Also an entire episode of him just tossing Simone around yelling combine.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Now, before we go on to our weekly shows, let's talk about our waifu of the week.
Yep.
Fee Clausel, from Trails of Cold Steel. Those of you who have been following our gaming streams will know we've been talking about this being our next game we're going to be doing for the long-running slot.
After your vacation.
After vacation, yes.
Because there's no point starting it when you're going to be gone in like 2 weeks.
Fee is an incredibly quick dual gunblade wielder.
And
just has
kind of a snarky bitch.
Oh yeah, no, she's just sort of the quiet one in the group who every now and then will just throw a bit of snark into the conversation.
And she deserves to be happy, god damn it.
God damn it, yes she does. We're not going to get into the actual details of her backstory and her character arc.
Because that's for our Trails of Cold Steel playthrough.
But, needless to say, she has a dark past, and god damn it, she deserves a win. Now, moving on to our weekly reviews. We'll be starting with shows that started the previous season.
It's also going to be a short list this week because a lot of shows for this season haven't started airing dubbed yet.
Yep. Kono Tatamare, Sounds of Life, Episode 12. The competition continues. Some new competitors show up and show their stuff. And they impress the group. Like this new group that's just 2 people. Starts with this really short guy
who's just an angry little man.
Yep. Who has a lot of parallels to Kudo. He joined the Koto Club because his grandmother founded it, but is joining it for a completely different reason.
Mm-hmm. It's really interesting to see how much they're similar and yet how
they are so
they're
different.
So different.
Whereas Kudo's doing his as a paying respects to his grandfather kind of way. This new guy is too, but it's in a different way. He's doing it because this Koto Club used to always reach nationals. And then it fell from glory.
Mm-hmm. Whereas our core cast are aspiring to better themselves. This guy wants to prove he is better than other people.
Yeah.
He wants to show up everyone else who's ever made fun of him.
Exactly. So, the main group...
Also, he's a fucker who needs to shut the fuck up while playing.
Yep.
Because he keeps yelling during his performance.
They start setting up their performance where we see Kurisu being incredibly nervous. She's never done a live performance before.
And for those who haven't had that experience, it's terrifying
the first time. It's terrifying the first time. It's something of, you still are nervous every single time. But it gets better.
Yeah.
You start getting more confidence in yourself.
I have a ritual before every live performance. Where I listen to the trooper to get myself hyped.
Yep. And she accidentally knocks over a Koto. Kudo protects Hozuki and stops the Koto from falling, but he bruises his hand in the process. This is where the episode ends. This show is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's all the great character stuff.
Mm-hmm.
These last couple episodes have been more so in line with, if you are a musician, you are going to get more out of it. But overall, I do still thoroughly believe you do not need to have a background in music or care about music necessarily to enjoy this show if you like these characters.
We also did find out what the deal with the teacher running the club is.
Mm-hmm. And it's
interesting.
I kind of feel for him.
He was born into a musical family. He was a prodigy.
Like, composing full orchestra scores at 6.
Mm-hmm. Like, he just had a knack for it. But after everyone kept playing his music, he stopped seeing the fun in it. Because it was just a thing of, he saw people trying to better themselves with it and only saw them suffering.
Yeah, like there's that one scene of him talking to his sister, and he says, I think music should be something you should enjoy, and I can't enjoy it when everyone around me looks like they're suffering through it. And she kind of shits on him for it.
Yeah.
Calls him a fucking quitter.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, you can look at him like that. You can interpret it like that, like he simply doesn't get it, but you also gotta feel for the guy.
Yeah, like, music is a passion job. It's not something that you can be in unless you care. And if your perspective is it's bleeding the joy out of you, you can't honestly, in good faith, continue music.
Like, we see throughout this episode, he's just off drinking as the performances continue. And suddenly, a lot of his actions throughout the series just start making a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And this show is fucking good to be able to pull that off. This is one that I know Funimation has one more episode to be released this season. I don't know if there's going to be a second season. If there is, it's probably not coming next actual season.
I can tell you there are at least 6 volumes of manga.
Okay.
Because...
Also, with the manga,
Yep.
we learned something interesting. You can actually buy sheet music from this.
Yep, you can buy all the sheet music that is referenced in this series compiled into a book. An actual licensed Kono Ototamare score book.
That's something I'm going to be interested in.
It's like $30.
Yeah. To be fair, it's not written the same as actual, like, other sheet music. It's written completely different. Now let's move on to the first show of our new season. The ones within episode 1. Let's players get pulled into another world. They are forced to do as this fucking man in a sheet mask says to reach 100 million views. Seemingly irrelevant shit happens the rest of the episode. Like, it starts with our lead, Justin Briner, making friends with a giant panda.
Yep. And then making friends with a ghost.
Is this just gonna be Justin Briner keeps making friends with more absurd shit?
I don't know.
But if that's what it is, I actually wouldn't be mad.
Like, here's the thing I'm honestly feeling about this series right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is thoroughly trying to capture the Danganronpa audience.
It seems like it's trying.
And I don't know if it understands how to do that. Time will tell.
This is true. This isn't something I'm gonna cut week 1. No.
There's nothing. I don't think it's worth.
Sounds like
cutting
Fun
anything.
Madness. There were a few moments.
Yeah, like I like 2 of the characters so far.
Like Justin Briner. Like, there's an entire group. There's like a stealth Let's Player. There's a music Let's Player.
Yeah. Fucking Justin Briner's character, who I don't remember his actual name, but I'm gonna call him Discount Sugar Conroy.
He was an escape room Let's Player.
Yep. But personality-wise, that's why I'm calling him Discount Sugar Conroy.
Yep. Sugar Conroy seems a little real. There's also the horror Let's Player who's like
kind of a bitch.
It's actually kind of... There was a moment I appreciate where this occult shit starts happening and they start talking to guys. She starts freaking out. Guys like, what the fuck? You're a horror Let's Player. How are you not used to this? Just because I do it all the time doesn't mean I'm not afraid.
Yeah. And just because I like horror in fiction doesn't mean I like it happening to me.
Like,
the
show...
The one character I'm really liking so far, though, is the fighting game player.
Who is just an angry cunt.
An angry bastard who's done with everything that's going on.
Apparently, if they don't follow the rules, they'll just be locked in solitary until the rest of the crew reaches that view count.
Or doesn't, and then they'll be locked in there forever.
Yep. So that's what this show is. We'll continue it for now.
I don't know what it's going for.
Yeah.
And until I at least have I'm not going to cut it until I at least know what it's doing and where it's going.
Yeah. Now, onto a show I knew about before this season started. and I am so interested in. Fire Force Episode 1. Spontaneous human combustion becomes an epidemic, and those it affects turn into fire demons called Infernals. The show follows the Fire Force, a team who uses fire powers, tech, and holy prayers to fight the Infernals. Our main character had his family killed by an Infernal, with the blame falling on him for his powers. He joins the Fire Force to become the hero he promised his mother he would be. This episode has him joining the Fire Force and fighting an Infernal with them.
Yeah, brief introduction to the core cast, a brief introduction of his backstory and powers.
He has this weird quirk where his face sort of tightens into a devilish smile when he's nervous or afraid. And this has given him the nickname of a devil.
Because, I mean, his mother and sibling die, and then he's freaking out, so his face contorts into a smile, and everyone's like, oh my god, he's a serial killer.
Like, the blame, a lot of people falls squarely on him, but we see in the flashback there was an Infernal.
Mm-hmm.
They blame him because of his powers.
Which, in his case, are fire feet.
Yep. Which he can rocket around on, kick people super hard with.
He is Sanji.
This is being done by David Productions.
So the animation's gonna be good the whole way
Oh,
through.
it's super good.
The opening's definitely gonna... It's one of those songs where I feel it's gonna grow on me quite a bit.
Yep. Overall, I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, a lot of the cast are people I'm not super familiar with, so that's also cool.
I mean, the only two I recognize are Tipton and Jade Saxton.
Yeah.
Which, both of them were interesting this episode. Tipton just the fucking nun, and then Saxton being just a little fucking crazy.
Yep. This show has a lot.
What else have they done? Oh, fucking Studio David? JoJo. They did all of JoJo so far.
And Cells at Work.
Yes.
I don't think that's been dubbed yet.
No, it has been.
But yeah, they got good animation behind it. The premise really intrigues me. The bit of the character work we've seen so far has my attention. All they need to do is not fuck it up.
Yep. We will be continuing.
They need to not be fairy gone.
Yep. We will be continuing Kono to Tamare, Ones Within, and Fire Force. And now on to the long-running shonens. We will be covering Fairy Tail and Dragon Ball Super. As for Fairy Tail, it turns out Irene was a queen in Fiore 400 years ago. A war between dragons breaks out as she's ruling, and she becomes the first Dragon Slayer. And looks like her power was fire, so that's interesting to note. She becomes a dragon, but not before she enchants her womb to stop the growth of her unborn child, Urza.
Yep.
A few hundred years ago.
Yep. Fucking puts One Piece to shame.
Yep. And Irene plans to possess Urza.
But apparently it didn't work, so she just kinda chucked her in a village and left her.
Yeah.
That's why Urza grew up as an orphan.
Oh, man. This was interesting.
It was really interesting backstory. The idea of, holy shit, she's such an OP enchanter that she created Dragon Slayer magic, and is a Dragon Slayer of Acnologia level power almost.
Mm-hmm. But also has the most absurd enchanting magic you've ever seen.
That's fucking terrifying.
And now Urza and Wendy are gearing up to fight her.
Yeah. I think Urza might lose. I think this might be her first real loss. I don't know if she can do it.
No, I think this is the team to do it.
Yeah, this is the team to do it. I just don't know if it's gonna be a round one win, as it were.
Zareth gave him gave her a human form, but didn't teach her how to transform properly, so she suffered from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She can't taste food, she's in constant pain. Overall, just not a fun experience being Irene.
Nope. And, fuck. Some dark shit.
Yeah.
The end of the episode seems like the next episode's gonna be the fight.
Yep.
Though, I legitimately don't know at this rate if they're actually gonna give us the fight or if they're just gonna dick us around and finally actually get around to telling us Natsu shit.
Yeah.
Though...
I'd be happy either way.
Considering the trend, they're probably gonna keep dicking us around with Natsu's shit a while longer.
Now on to Dragon Ball Super, episode 118. Goku and Android 17 and 18 battle and defeat the rest of Universe 2, as Gohan and Piccolo defeat the rest of Universe 6, being those two Namekians. It ends with another father-son Kamehameha that just crosses together. Looks really cool. And that means 2 more universes are gone. Champa, Khalifa, Kale, and Hit are gone. That also means Kaba is gone. And now Vegeta's mad. People who've watched Dragon Ball knows where this is going.
There were a couple scenes in this episode I fucking loved.
Yeah.
The first of which being after the two Namekians claim that they are all of Namek, basically. And Piccolo kind of has a moment of, oh fuck. And Gohan has to smack some sense into him.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
And the whole Gohan blocking a blast for Piccolo, fucking bringing it all the way back to the Saiyan arc.
Yeah, that was really cool. The other scene I really enjoyed was 17 hamming it up, followed by Krillin going, what the fuck?
Followed by 18 hamming it up.
Krillin, what the fuck?
Yep.
And Goku, and I'm Goku.
And I'm like, for someone who keeps dismissing Team 4-Star,
and openly calling them, wrong and, just openly condemning their product, it was sure a Team 4-Star ass read.
It really was. And I'm Goku. Which just makes me remember the scene in Infinity War. I am Groot. I'm Steve Rogers. This is why I love Dragon Ball. It's stupid.
Yeah, there's some dumb shit and it can be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There are a lot of episodes of Dragon Ball where you just go, okay, let's move it along. But for every one of those episodes where you just don't care, there's one of these where it's like, oh, fuck, this is good.
Yeah. Oh, man. This was actually a decent week for anime watching. We didn't have to deal with Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, so that's already a 10 times improvement.
Yep. That being said, next week's review.
Oh, kill me.
Beyblade.
Yeah.
Beyblade.
Original ass, 90s as fuck.
Yet early 2000s.
Yep.
The
Beyblade.
worst dub you ever did here. Beyblade.
Pray for us. See you guys then.
Long ago, Gold Roger, the king of pirates, obtained everything the world had to offer, and his dying words drove countless